Hi there, friends. Well, I'm so excited for you to hear my conversation with a darling young actress. You will recognize her face if you've watched The Chosen. Her name is Lara Silva, and she's in a brand new Pure Flix movie called Divine Influencer that's all about social media and redemption and all those wonderful things that these movies are known for. So stay tuned for that conversation. My name is Jean Thomason, and this is Momentum Influencers Network. Well, I'm so excited, friends, because as promised, in person, here I am with the star of the new Pure Flix movie called Divine Influencer. This is Lara Silva, and we're thrilled to have you here. And
Thank you,
I have
Jean.
not even, thanks, I haven't even gotten a chance to see the screener myself. So talk to us and tell us all
Okay.
about Divine Influencer.
Oh my goodness, I just finished watching it last
Oh,
night. I was
yay!
in tears. I actually took selfies of myself crying in happy tears. It's so,
Good.
so good. So it's about a woman. She's a young woman named Olivia Golden.
Olivia.
She's had just that, a golden life. She's an influencer, but she is very self-centered. She has this big ego, and she lives just for herself and her followers and her likes and the comments, until she loses all of that. And in the same week, she loses her job, her social media account, as the influencer that she is, and her parents cut her off as sort of a tough love, and she finds herself kind of homeless. And out of desperation, she seeks a homeless shelter where she starts working, gets a job there, but realizes that the people there that she's meeting and their stories and where they've come from and how they got there, and then influences her. And she then seeks God and learns prayer and her purpose, and how God uses her then to really influence in an impactful way. So.
How close to home was this for you in your personal journey and story?
Well, not at all.
Good.
I did not grow
Yeah.
up rich. My mom was a single mom. She moved from Brazil to Fort Lauderdale on her own with just a backpack until she kind of established a life for herself to bring me. We struggled, so we didn't grow up with the riches, but you know, we did have our faith, and I didn't come to my faith until later in life. Same with Olivia. So we do have crossovers that are similar. But yeah, it was really fun though to step into that role. When I got the audition for it, I was like, there's no way they're gonna pick me. I'm not this like social media influencer. I barely post videos, mostly just pictures, because it is just hard to talk and put yourself out there for the world. But God really loves pushing us out of our comfort zone, and that's what he did. So here I am.
That's so great. Well, now some of our viewers are going to recognize your face from The Chosen.
Yes, ma'am.
So how interesting was it to move from something like a period piece like that, which is epic, and into something like a current social media maven? Is that the
It was
right
everything
word?
I needed that I didn't realize I needed. We had just finished season 3. It just come out. And season 3, I won't spoil anything, but Eden's storyline is devastating. It's really hard. And so to get to play Olivia, which was a complete 180, she's just all about fashion and fun, and she's very lively, and I needed that. We had a lot of dancing on set, whereas like all of season 3 filming of The Chosen, it was really heavy stuff, which we need in life as well, so that we can, you know, see the happiness as well. So yeah, it was really good.
So when Olivia moves from being just a social influencer, how is it that in the movie she makes the change from being an influencer like everybody else into what is considered to be a positive
influencer in people's life? When she is at the homeless shelter, I mean, the act of serving in general is not always glamorous.
Right.
So she's in there scrubbing bathroom floors. I mean, I don't want to give too much away, but you see her struggle and go through some stuff that she's never had to do before. And then in turn, while also listening to these people, you know, that really went through hardship, and hardship is humbling. And so listening to their stories and actually being there for them, that was an act of serving as well, because it's not always about like giving your funds or, you know, but it's also, you know, the love behind what you're doing, and not just the act of it, and how you're relating to people as you're doing what you're doing. So that's where she learned just the meaning of joy in serving others.
Isn't it incredible? I'm just talking to another actor about another film where one of the themes, that is the theme of life, is that God takes what was meant for evil and he turns it for good. Joseph said that to his brothers. And how the Lord used in the life of Olivia in the movie something very difficult to turn her heart back to him.
Exactly. And she is a natural influencer, but now she's doing it in a positive way to impact others, to then influence, to be not, you know, it's just this comparison thing that we have on social media where we compare ourselves to what we see. And but I think there's a difference in, instead of envying what people want, and if you see an influencer that actually is positive and impacting people and making a light, like changes lives, we can sort of aim to be that way. And that's, you know, how Jesus is. So we're really aiming to be like Jesus and following people who are wanting to be like him, and then in turn we all just become better people.
So from the perspective of the writers and producer directors, and also you, since you're an actor, what do you feel like is the big takeaway from this movie when people decide to watch Divine Influencer?
I pray that when people see this film, that the message that they get, I think I mentioned it a little bit before, is that just to let go of this me first attitude, and to turn that into how can I help someone else and what are their needs, because that is really what turns us to Christ, because that's how he lived his life, a life of servitude. And it really connects us in more ways than we can imagine. And it, when people serve us, we feel that impact. So it's just good to kind of give that back.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you,
God bless you.
me.
And we are looking forward to seeing all that God is doing through you.
Thank you. Me too.
In The Chosen and in other things. And we appreciate having you. Thanks,
Thank
y'all.
you.
Bye.
Bye.